Aloha, beautiful high vibe star family tribe. I hope everybody is well. I'm going to take a little bit of pause from all the galactic information. Thank you, everyone who's been coming to the lives and watching all the transmissions the last few days. Today is going to be a divine union transmission, as well as the message I received is both Atlantis and Lemuria are rising. So, welcome back, everyone. Thank you, beautiful soul tribe. The Galactic Akashic Records are open. And I have a transmission for us all, and I'm going to do a divine reading. So I hope you're all doing amazing. I also want to just deep gratitude for all of you who've been here the whole time from the beginning when I was helping specifically focused on the twin flame journey. So pivot. I'm now being guided to talk about the high frequency divine union energy that our timelines have been shifted for all of us as of this Lion's Gate, and that I'll be able to bring in readings and transmissions for us again, which is so beautiful. So I have a deep connection to today's topic of both Atlantis and Lemuria, as I know many of you do. And I wanted to bring in some messages both for Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Thank you, everyone who booked readings and sessions through the Lion's Gate. It reminded me of why I started assisting you all to begin with. The sessions were incredibly powerful, heartfelt, a lot of healing and clearing. And the healing and clearing right now is the focus is clearing out all loops, all connections, past, present, future, parallel timelines, relationships, twin flames, soulmate, any type of loop you're in your life right now. That's what the sessions are on for. I'm going to do the reading and then I'll share a little bit more about the offers right now. But there are some offers on right now for Divine Union readings and full sessions. And you can check that out. They're near the top of my website as well. And there is availability to book with me for this for the next week, as I was guided to clear my schedule and make availability for all of you. So, so grateful. Okay, so let's talk about today. Today is about the mission right now is Atlantis and Lemuria is rising, the new Atlantis and Lemuria, and it's healing and bringing up a lot to the surface, a lot of old twin flame energies, old twin flame, false twin flames, and bringing up the new divine union energies within. So we're going to explore all about these heart codes, the new codes that are coming in for all of us, as well as how we can all anchor in these codes. And then I'm going to do a quantum Akashic reading for us all, okay? So the cosmic weather right now, astrologically and energetically, we have still 5 planets retrograde. Mercury's just gone direct, but we just came through that very powerful Lion's Gate, which many of us are, and Mercury just going direct. So we're just trying to find our feet. We're on, align with everything and get clarity. We're also, what's the word I'm looking for? We're still dealing with a lot of massive light codes as well. We just went through 4 to 5 days of intensive planetary drenched codes, representation of the solar flares as well as the shaman resonance. Yeah. So the highlight, of course, we're going to talk about Atlantis and Lemuria today, both surfacing in the collective field. We'll be I'll be sharing about the healing, the reconnection, and the soul memory activation. The key insight from Atlantis today is restoring the Crystalline Heart Grid, calling us to dissolve separation programming and embrace higher mental clarity aligned with love. The key insight for the key insight for Lemuria rising is a reawakening of that divine feminine goddess harmony within, balancing compassion, superpower, intuitive abilities, and community, compassion, community-centered, heart-based living, okay? And that's what we're all moving towards. And we're going to look at how this is unifying. The Atlantis and Lemurian energy is unifying. So let me just see. Yeah, let me just pull a couple of cards overall. And then I'll go back to the transmission and share a little bit more. Whoa, cards everywhere. Somehow I feel like this deck feels a bit smaller. I could just be imagining things. Some of these decks I brought forward from when I specifically was focusing on twin flame unions. And by the way, twin flame journey, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with any of you that have been on that journey, me as well. It was a big piece to accelerate all of our journeys. Some of you may still be in a twin flame union, or that is what, really rings true to you. And I was going to start calling it divine union, divine partnerships a couple of years ago, because we're moving into a different frequency, a different time, and that the twin flame energy grew beyond what it was supposed to be. It became very commercialized, and it's also, there's a lot of infiltration in some of the messages coming in that is not of high frequency, it's not prime source, and not of the Divine Mother. Okay, so I've called in Divine Mother Sophia and the goddesses today. Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin have come in to be with me, to surround me and surround all of us to bring in these messages today. So let's see what the overall message. And this reading is for divine feminines and divine masculines. Number 16, conception. That is very Atlantean and Lemurian colors. As a matter of fact, it does symbolize both divine feminine and divine masculine, plus both Atlantis and Lemuria. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness back to ourselves, to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. And it just sort of reminds me of, you know, based on my memories and my downloads, the two larger circles would have been the feminine and masculine unions in Atlantis. The smaller ones would have been Lemuria, high priest and high priestesses, and that those were your decisions when you incarnated into those lifetimes as well. And Atlantis was a very big energy. It ended up becoming like over the top energy towards the end, and Lemuria was a very sort of quiet, crystalline high priestess nature. It was a smaller, sort of more organic energy. Okay, so that's a great place to start. I also have pull some other messages. I did pull a Lemuria crystal today. I never am aware now when I'm going to bring in a reading. Just when I have a moment, I sort of pause and ask Prime Source. So what do we all need to know? There you go, Lemuria seed codes, and I shuffled. So we'll just pull another one as well. So that will be for all of us, because those of us in Atlantis knew about Lemuria as well, would often go visit angelic frequency. That will be for Atlantis. And then the overall message, wow, two came in and they're both about karma. So for the Lemurian high priest and priestesses, you've got Lemurian crystals right now. That would really assist you. You're receiving your uniqueness, you're living in grace, and you're being called to embrace your sensitivity, and that you're receiving sort of these, you're bringing back that high priest and high priestess energy, just part of your mission. For the Atlantean high priest and priestesses, your angelic frequency is coming online. That was something that was deeply wounded and traumatized when the Atlantis fell. So it's just a message of saying your angels are here, your angelic frequency is coming online, and you are safe and protected. It is safe for you to be here. It is safe for you to be here, is what I'm hearing. Sorry, my earpieces. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, and then overall, it is about karma. It is about clearing karma and the old stories and the old frequencies. So energetic clearing, rewriting your story, living your truth, karmic release from the ancestral lineage, and healing the lineage. So this is a really big piece for you all right now, and it has been coming through sessions. We've been clearing timelines, clearing karma, releasing old stories and old traumas and old programs connected to both Atlantis and Lemuria. Yeah. Okay, I've got some numerology cards, and I'm going to pull one for Lemuria, one for Atlantis, and one for overall message for today. Wow, Lemuria 6, love, throat chakra, love, self-love, loving this journey, loving everything that's happened, and being prepared for that new union energy to start to anchor in. And then, wow, Atlantean 48, financial discipline. So this is throat, and pink energy is the high heart. So those of you connected to the downfall of Atlantis, not connected, but memories of it, karmic memories of it, are being, what's the word I'm looking for? There might be some abundance and prosperity struggles right now to help you remember. So Yeah, and there may have been something that showed up between August 4th and August 8th. So just a reminder of that, some of the karma that is being cleared through the Atlantean bloodline and lineage. Overall, 91, surrender, crown, and sacral. So surrender all that is not serving you and align with your new highest timeline. That's part of the divine union timeline that started to anchor in through the Lion's Gate, is that there is a new timeline and that this is a piece for many of you, okay? All right, before I pull any more messages. So the divine feminine insight for today's message is the feminine Lemurian heart codes are deepening your intuitive gifts, emotional healing, and the remembrance of this ancient time and land that was very peaceful and simple. There's a rising trust and love again, a desire to anchor that love into your heart, your soul, into your community, and into manifesting or your current sacred partnership. The divine masculine, your message is connected to Atlantis. You're receiving Atlantean clarity codes. You're awakening to your higher purpose and your heart aligned leadership. There's a shift from force to flow, where action is rooted in love rather than control and power. Many of you will renew a desire to protect, nurture, and build a future based on mutual trust and respect in your divine union. And the integration for both of you right now is integrating these union codes and template within you, clear vision, anchoring unconditional love, and integrating that dance of the Atlantis and Lemuria that is now returning to Earth within us. Okay. Wow. Amazing. All right. Okay, what are they sharing with me? So I'm now going to ask for some information, some guided information from the Galactic Akashic Records for your Lemuria rising and for Atlantis rising today for all of us. So I think instead of splitting it up to divine, feminine, masculine, I feel it'll show up in the messages. I'm going to pull messages for us. Let's do Lemuria first. Those of us connected to Lemuria. Ace of Wands, growth. Page of Cups, imagination. I'm hearing creativity. Seven of Swords, loss. And overall message, please. Three of Cups, reunion. That's so beautiful. So some of maybe what has been coming up for all of you connected to Lemuria is the loss of Lemuria, the loss of the homeland, the loss of your union. It was a big loss, everyone. It was connected to also the fall of Atlantis and Seven of Swords. So you haven't wanted to go there. You haven't wanted to heal it. You haven't wanted to let it go and surrender. But you have a new beginning. You have an Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning, new intentions, new growth, new timeline. That's what's been coming forward, as well as a theme, creating your new timeline. And then you have Page of Cups, which is creativity. That's your sacral chakra healing coming online, bringing in joy, bringing in creativity and your abundance. And then Three of Cups is the reunion with you and Prime Source, your heart and your soul, but also the reunion with that divine partnership union timeline to allow it to unfold and manifest. Is there anything else we need to know for the Lemurian high priest and priestesses? The moon, it says illusion. The moon really brought up a lot for all of you. The moon was on the 9th of August. It was a full moon in Aquarius. So it did bring up maybe a separation feeling inside, maybe brought up a lot of emotions to heal and clear. And then overall, that moved it. So this is the Judgment card, but this is like a big, like a revelation and like a big wow. So it is that whatever came up is to help you go within and figure out this next piece. Maybe it is your call to reconnect with that Lemurian part of yourself to help you heal and move forward. Okay, beautiful. All right, I'm going to reshuffle now. I'm going to look at the Atlantean High Priest and Priestesses messages for today. My goodness. Okay, so what do we need to know for the rise and of new Atlantis or the divine unions? Three of Pentacles, recognition. Not interesting about the money piece. More Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, gratitude. Seven of Cups, possibility. overall message. Six of Wands, success, and I'll pull a couple more as well. So right off the bat, this aligns with that 48 financial discipline. So a big piece of the fall of Atlantis was connected to the fall was gradual. In the last final years, there was a focus more on material things, less on spirituality, focus more on technology, less on community and compassion. So right off the bat, the Three of Pentacles, recognition and gratitude. So again, gratitude for all that you have, all that is coming, and that you're ready to let go of that piece, because that was a conflicting piece for the unions. It really started to divide the feminines and the masculines. And I want to share with you many divine high priestesses, some high priests left Atlantis early and went to Lemuria because they did not like what was unfolding. Then, yeah, and I'm feeling this pain in the high heart. Seven of Cups is a timeline choice. So healing that, all those timelines to allow you to move into your divine union timeline. And then Six of Wands is like victory and success with this healing and this clearing right now. Okay, and then any other messages that we need for the Atlantean rising, the new Atlantean rising. Page of Swords, gossip. So be careful of your words. Be careful of what you say, what you share. If you're not in your heart, just know that your words are creating your reality. So be kind and compassionate to yourself. High Priestess intuition. So so much of your abilities is connected to healing that piece that some of it has been hidden. See, I love it. Like the temple's the infinity symbol. So some of your gifts have not been brought back to you because you were traumatized by using your gifts and then everything fell apart. Okay. One more message for those of us connected to the old Atlantis. And wow. Okay, two cards came in. The Lovers, there you are. So there is that divine union. It says choices. So forgiveness for the choices that were made in the past and in these realities to create your new timeline, which is where Seven of Cups, to create your new timeline. And then justice, balance. Justice will be served for all that happened and that it won't happen again. That's why we're kind of going through everything that we're going through, okay? I do know that the fall of Atlantis was then the basis of that did sort of formulate our world right now and is kind of the back end of the messy financial arena. So there you go. Okay. And those, many of us as well. So I have experiences in both Atlantis and Lemuria. And I too had to heal the whole Atlantis piece before I could integrate the Lemurian piece. But a lot of it was painful, but then I'm able to assist all of you. And the financial piece that happened with Atlantis, which created basically the world we have now, we're healing that. We're all healing that together. Okay, beautiful. All right. Let me just see. So together through all of this, through this healing, we're balancing this divine union template within. That's part of what got downloaded through the Lion's Gate. For you masculines, you are holding the clear vision and steady direction. For the divine feminines, you're anchoring in unconditional love and spiritual depth. Sorry, spiritual depth. This is the sacred dance of Atlantis and Lemuria, now returning to Earth through us. Well, it is a spiritual death in a way. It's a rebirth, right? Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few more messages for us. I'm going to end with the numerology. I'm going to pull a crystal and a dragon for Atlantis and Lemuria. So that's for Lemuria. What crystal would be perfect besides a Lemurian quartz? Blue lace agate. I love that. Blue's really been coming in for the throat chakra, for communication, healing your throat chakra. Okay. A crystal for Atlantis. Some kind of heart bait, healing your heart. This says Tassi, don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Direction, heart chakra, number 15. Any sort of heart chakra stone, like a green stone, will help clear away the old to give you more clarity and direction right now. Crystal for all of us. Clear quartz, my favorite, for clarity and an alignment. Let's look at the dragon messages. Wow. Okay, Thor's red, black, and gold dragons. So some of you are really still protecting your energy that are connected to Lemuria. Yeah, so it just says relax, you are safe. You know what's so interesting? Lemuria to me is connected to Hawaiian Islands and all of the tropical islands with volcanoes, and that very much looks like Thor. It looks like a volcano. So you are still protecting your energy. For the Atlanteans, you received a black dragon, an alpha dragon. You're harnessing that divine masculine power of creation. You're letting go of the old and you're visualizing and manifesting a new world through everything that happened in the past. And then overall for all of us, we received the beautiful silver dragon with the golden key. All of this information is helping you, me, all of us illuminate into our higher power. Our superpowers are coming online, and we're bringing more of our soul gifts and keys online as well. And some of this is keys for you, which is why I was guided to start recreating Divine Union readings, which I'm so grateful for. Okay, so I'm going to stick around for the final numerology messages for all of us. However, if any of you would like your own reading or full reading and healing, where I assist in helping to clear out the past karma contracts, old timelines, old connections from this lifetime and other lifetimes of relationships, soul contracts, soulmates, twin flame loops. Those are on offer right now, and like I said, I've scheduled some availability. There's a couple of different options, but you can check that out. That's at the top of my website right now. And a special offer was created for today. And what else did they want me to share? That I will dive into your Akashic Records, help you align with clarity of action steps, anything you need to heal for your path to your divine union timeline and your path to love. And don't forget, our love is also self-love for ourselves first. The sessions are powerful, life-changing, because they reconnect you with your truth, your mission, your highest timelines, and your higher self will bring in messages for you about your divine union. Is there something else they want to share about that? Just that the sessions are amazing, and I'm so grateful, and we look forward to who's being called. Okay. All right. So let's pull one more numerical message. Lemuria. 37, time out. That's that golden energy in the crown and the third eye. So some of you may have been feeling like you've been in the waiting room in the pause. It's because this piece of information needed to come in for you, okay? So it's not forever. It's just a pause to allow you to heal. And this is like stepping into your power and allowing your crown chakra to open up a little bit more. I believe that card already came in, so I'm gonna, yes, surrender already came in, so I'm gonna pull another one. This is for Atlantis. Again, the pink energy and the crown chakra. So 78 spiritual careers. So those of you that were in Atlantis may be in a spiritual career. You might be called to the healing arts as well. And that is because you made an agreement to come in and bring your gifts and assist others. Okay, but there's that pink love of self-love, unconditional love, and then your third eye and crown chakra are also healing. And one final numerical message for all of us. 56 relationship change. So throat and heart chakra. So there may have been people that left your reality in the last 3 weeks. You may be ending a relationship. You may be ready for a divine union. So that is potential, that is possible, and that there are insights and pieces of keys. There are keys that want to come in for you, and that's where I come in with the Akashic Records and sessions and readings for you. So anyway, if any of you would like to book with me, sorry, I was just making sure that the transmission I finished. If any of you would like to book with me, offers are at the top of near the top of my website. Information is below in the description box and just below the Starseed readings as well. So there's also potential to add a dragon activation. There's a abundance dragon activation, and then there's also a protective dragon activation as well. Check that out. Sending you love and aloha. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I will be back soon with more Starseed deep dives as well as another Divine Union update. Love and aloha from Pink Bella to all my beautiful high priests and priestesses from both Lemuria and Atlantis. Sending aloha. Take care, everyone. Bye.